Hello again, Unit 3, Period 9, Grade 8. Good evening, good morning, good time, and let's start with the activities. Number 1, work in pairs, ask and answer questions, use not, yet, and just. That means you should use the present perfect. I will read. The cousins are helping to cook on the first night in Yosemite. Read the to-do list, answer Mr. Hifawi's question for them. A. Adnan, O. Umar, Yasmin. Number 1, Mr. Hifawi, have Yasmin and Adnan done the food shopping yet? You, yes, they have just done the food shopping. Or Mrs. Hifawi, has Yasmin, and so on. You know she doesn't yet, and so on. Complete. Okay, now work in pairs, ask and answer the question, use already. That means you will use the present perfect. Mr. Hifawi wants to help answer his question for them. Mr. Hifawi, can I do the food shopping? You, thanks, but Yasmin and Adnan have already done that. Mr. Hifawi, should I get the dinner table already? You, yes, please, because Yasmin hasn't done that yet. Number 3, Mr. Hifawi, and can I cut the vegetables? Mr. Hifawi, so should I get a new bottle of water? Mr. Hifawi, okay, so can I start cooking? And so on. You can use just, yet, already. If you find some difficult, try to go back to the last videos and to your book. There is many models and many patterns and many examples. You can learn it again. Let's move to work in pairs, activity 3, ask and answer with ever and give. No answer with never. Okay? No answer with never. That means the formative ever and the negative no. The Yosemite News is talking to the Hifawis. Use information from page 28. Okay? Yosemite News. Can I ask you first, Omar? Ever been to Yosemite before? Have you been ever to Yosemite before? Omar, no, I've never been to Yosemite before. Yosemite News. And now you, Adnan and Yasmin, ever visit Yosemite before? Adnan and Yasmin, yes, we can. Yasmin News. And can I ask you, Mr. Hifawi, ever stay in Yosemite before? Mr. Hifawi, no. Yosemite News. And now you, Mr. Hifawi, ever be to Yosemite before? Mr. Hifawi, yes. And so on. Here is for since and for. Work in pairs, ask and answer question, answer with for. That means all the time or all the period since the start of the period. Okay, The Summit News is asking Omar more questions. Summit News, how long have you known your cousins? You know your cousins. Omar, I have known them for many years. Summit News, be in the United States. Omar, last week. Summit News, stay in Summit. Omar, just 2 days. Summit News, be at this campsite. Omar, last time. This is a practical period and you learn it and study it. Now, listening, look at the map. We move to period 10. Look at the map, listen and do these tasks. Listen and draw the family route on the map. Number the boxes 1 to 6 where you hear them talking. Number 2, listen again and complete the notes. Campsite, visitors, your lake, trees, mountains, waterfall, friends. Here is the listening. Listen.
Okay, so we're out of the campsite.
Oh, that's good. It's so busy in that campsite.
Yes, someone told me that they get 15,000 visitors every year.
Well, they all seem to be there today.
We can go left or we can go right now. Which is best?
Let's go left.
Look there, between the trees on our left. You can see some water. Is that a river?
No, my map shows that it's a small lake. It's about 500 meters wide.
Ah, but now we're coming to a bridge. We're going over a river.
And the river is going to the lake. We can go right here. There's a path next to the river. Or we can go straight ahead.
I'd like to walk next to the river. Oh, it looks beautiful.
Good. Well, let's go north then. I'll lead the way.
Oh look, we can go left or right here.
Let's go right and go over the river. Look at the fish in the water.
They're big.
And now which way? We can go straight ahead or we can turn left.
Let's turn left. There's another bridge to go over this way.
Wow, look at those trees straight ahead. They're huge.
Yes, and you know, the biggest trees are some of the oldest living things in the world.
How old is that?
2,500 years.
Oh, that's amazing.
But now which way would everyone like to go? We can go straight ahead, or we can turn right and go east.
Let's turn right and walk along the river. It's beautiful here. Look at the trees. Aren't they nice?
And now we have to turn left or right. Or go straight ahead, up that great big mountain.
No thanks. I'm getting tired.
How high is it, Dad? Does the map say?
Yes, it's 3,700 meters high.
Perhaps we should come back and climb it tomorrow.
Perhaps.
Look, everyone. Look at that beautiful waterfall. It's very high.
You're right. The map says it's 57 meters from top to bottom.
Wow.
But, as Omar said, we need to turn left or right, north or south. And I think we should turn right, back in the direction of the campsite.
Fine. I'm starting to get hungry. How about that? Oh, look. An old tree has fallen on the path. We'll have to walk round it, or climb over it. Look at those people round the tree. What are they doing?
I think they're cutting up the tree to keep the path clear.
That's really good.
Yes, they're all volunteers.
They look very young.
I think they're with a group called Young Friends of Yosemite. And they're all between 16 and 20 years old.
Let's say hello to them.
Good idea. Hello there. Thanks for all your hard work. No problem.
You're doing a great job.
Thanks. We're very happy to help here in the park. Perhaps we'll see them again at the campsite.
It isn't very far to the campsite now, is it? I'm getting very hungry now.
Okay, let's move to the answers and see Unit 10, what's going on with it. Here is Unit 10. This is the activity. First, campsite. Number 2, lake. Number 3, bridge. Number 4, mountain. Number 5, rivers. Number 6, trees. Okay, and now let's move to another one. Here is activity. Answers to 15,000 and B 500, C 2,500, number D 3,700, number 4 57, number 5 16 to 20. Let's move to activity 2 and see what's happening with activity 2. Listen to activity 2. Here is activity 2. Listen.
Period 10. Activity 2. Hi there.
Oh, hi. We've met before.
That's right. We met out in the woods this afternoon.
You were working very hard on that fallen tree.
Well, that's our job. We have to keep the paths safe.
Do you do that sort of work a lot?
Well, yes, we do. And we also tidy up the campsite.
That's fantastic. Have you been here all summer?
No, I've only been here for 3 weeks.
Are you enjoying your stay here?
Yes, I've made a lot of good friends here. We have a lot of fun together. And you? Are you and your brother and sister having a good time?
Yes, we're having an amazing time. But they aren't my brother and sister. They're my cousins. And I'm staying with them here in America.
Are you enjoying your visit?
Yes, it's great.
Listen, I've got an idea. Our group have got 3 boats down on the lake, and we're going to go sailing after dinner this evening.
That sounds nice.
Yes, it is nice out on the water in the evening, and here's my idea. Would you and your cousins like to go sailing with us?
Yes, please. We'd love that. Hey, Adnan, Yasmin, come over here and talk to Tony. He's inviting us to go sailing after dinner.
Wow! Thanks very much, Tony.
Period 10. Activity 2.
Answer and see what's happening with us. Here is the answer of activity 2. Here is the answer. Omar, Adnan, Yasmin, and Tony. They met in the wood in the afternoon at the campsite, for they are going to go sailing. Sailing. I will read the question. Who are these people? Where have they met before? They are where are they now? Where are they going to go? Now let's move to activity 3 and practice your pronunciation, intonation in yes/no question. This is very important thing.
23. Period 10. Activity 3. Do you do that work a lot? Have you been here all summer? Are you enjoying your stay here?
Listen again and try to answer.
Period 10. Activity 3. Do you do that work a lot? Have you been here all summer? Are you enjoying your stay here?
Here is the answer, and all the question have raising intonation. That's mean this one, okay, this one, raising, okay, raising. Now work in pairs, read and act out. This is a practical, okay. Tony, will that our job? We have to make the paths safe. Omar, do you do that work a lot? Tony, well, yes, we do, and we also tidy up the campsite. Omar, that's fantastic. Have you been here all summer? Tony, no, I've only been here for 3 weeks. Omar, are you enjoying your stay here? Tony, yes, I've made a lot of good friends here. Let's move to period 11. Listen and write down what you hear. This is very, very, very important, okay? Listen.
Period 11. Activity 1. 1. There are now national parks in many countries, and they are there to protect beautiful places from damage. 2. In Yosemite, there are many mountains, lakes, valleys, rivers and waterfalls, and it is also full of many amazing kinds of wildlife. 3. Yosemite gets millions of visitors every year, and therefore the park needs thousands of people to help look after it. Some of them, like Tony Ross, work with young friends of Yosemite.
Okay, let's hear more. To write it, then I will give the answer.
Period 11. Activity 1. 1. There are now national parks in many countries, and they are there to protect beautiful places from damage. 2. In Yosemite, there are many mountains, lakes, valleys, rivers and waterfalls, and it is also full of many amazing kinds of wildlife. 3. Yosemite gets millions of visitors every year, and therefore the park needs thousands of people to help look after it. Some of them, like Tony Ross, work with young friends of Yosemite.
Now, let's see the answers and close the period. Here is the answer. Number 1, national beautiful damage. This is the first places. Number 2, mountains, waterfall, worldwide, millions. Number 3, millions, therefore thousands, friends. Okay, this is the answers. Now let's move to another one. Write out a page of Omar diary. Campsite, friends, lake, بحيرة, mountain, جبل, rafting, قارب, 3, 3, woods, Yosemite. Now Tuesday, July, the 5th of Tuesday, July, evening. Okay, and I will give you the answers, just the answers. Okay, here is the answer. Number 1, Yosemite, have already climbed. Number 2, mountain, also have. Rafting, number 3, rafting, have just made. Does. 4, friends, has already been. 5, 3, tides up. Number 6, campsite, make. Number 7, woods, have been. Number 8, lake, have been, have had, have just got, and short, feeling. Okay, this is the question answer, and at the end of the period, work in pairs and check your writing. Take turns to read out sentences from your diaries. It is very important to write English correctly and correct dictation. Try to write this by yourself and to write more and copy it twice time or 3 times to be perfect and to be good. Now let's move to unit 3, period 12. Unit task, planning and write a page for your diary. That means you want to make a page, a nice page. Read the situation, then do the task. Answer persons has just moved to where you live and you want to make friends. Number 1, work in pairs, talk about interesting places to show and things to do. Number 2, agree on a short list of the best place to go and things to do with new friends. Number 3, write your own copy of the list. Check and correct each other's work. Finally, choose your own favorite things from the list. That means to make a small composition, 5 lines. Note ideas from conversation. Partner A, know things to say as yourself. Number 1, things to say about yourself like who you are and where you live. من أنت وأين تسكن. Number 2, things to ask like how long the new friends has been in town. Number 3, a way of inviting your new friends to do that you choose in activity 1, task 4. Partner B, note things to make up and say as the new friend. Number 1, things to say about yourself like who you are, where you have moved from, how long you have being in town and where you go to school. Number 2, how to answer when partner A invites you. This is the unit task. Work with the different students and have conversation. Use your notes from activity 2. Take turns as yourself and the new friends. Write the page of your diary. Write 2 paragraphs. Like Tony Rose, you have just made friends with some new. You have spent some time together today. You have found out about each other and you have done what you choose in activity 1. You have had a fantastic time. Paragraph 1. Write about your new friends. Start like this and here how to start. Paragraph 2. Write about what you have done together today. Start like this and here is the starting. Now let's close and see you in unit 4. I say goodbye. Many love for you, grade 8. I hope you will succeed, all of you succeed and pass to grade 9. My wishes and my blessings to you and your family. I hope God keep you well and good health. Good night.